So I'm talking from home today. I'm catching up with Julie, who's had one of our cargo bikes for about 2 years. We went and filmed with her about a year and a half ago on a lovely September day down in Exeter. But she's got a couple of new bits and bobs for the bike, so we're going to ask her about it now. Hello, Julie. How are you?
I'm really well, thanks. How are you?
Very good. Did you use the cargo bike this morning? It's a loaded question, this.
No, the weather was a bit miserable down here in the southwest, surprisingly.
I set you up for that. I knew the answer because you did tell me when we filmed with you that you were strictly fair weather cyclist, occasionally popping into the pub on the way home, yeah?
Occasionally.
How big is the e-cargo crew now? Have there been any more added? Because you've got an Estarlis in coral and one of your good pals has got one in blue.
Oh my gosh, there's an Estarlis club at school. There is 3 grey ones and with various setups, and it's absolutely amazing. We feel as if we were ambassadors for the brand and the bike to rock up at school. The 2 of us rocked up at school, and all of a sudden there's a little family cliche going on. It's absolutely fantastic to see so many of these bikes, and they're all, apart from maybe 1 or 2 that are the fancy turns, but we've got some amazing Estarlis mums and dads up at school doing the school run every morning.
So I want to ask you a little bit about just your bike usage generally now. You're a bit more of a fair weather cyclist, which is understandable in heavy rain, but just give us a sense of how old your kids are now and how you're using the bike, perhaps differently to how you were when we first filmed with you.
Primarily me, well, only me cycles the bike up front. My husband isn't quite a cyclist. So just me and my almost, by a few days, 7-year-old twins who sit/fight on the back. We have 2 urban icky seats within the new gated family cargo cage, as we call it, with the Cocoon Plus attached to that. We're finding actually at the moment, we have lots of birthday parties that one or the other of the twins will get invited to. So it turns out that I'm actually starting to use it in the winter to take them to parties in the city. And they've got more of a social life than I have at the moment. So it's much easier to grab one twin, put them on the back, put the presents within the cocoon, and off we toddle, not having to look for a parking space, not having to pay £5, £6, £7 for it. And we roll up bright and breezy at the party, ready to have some fun and turn and come home again.
So you've got 2 7-year-olds now, and we always pride ourselves on having a cargo bike that's good for people with bigger kids. What's it like with 2 7s? And I guess how has the gated cage and the zip down Cocoon Plus aided that? Hopefully it has aided that.
Oh, enormously. I can't describe to you. I have started to work out at the gym, but I
can tell.
Keep that at the gym. But to be able to, when we first had them, they were 5. And they're little for twins. They're little people. I was able to lift them up and over the family cage and onto the seats, get them strapped in, no problem. They're getting older, they're getting heavier, and they've got stuff with them. So to have the gate lifting up, they step in. As long as I've got my foot, I'm very sure to make sure that my foot is on the bike stand. The bike is really safe and steady for a still light 7-year-old, but light nonetheless. It's so much easier for me and them to have their helmets on. They don't have to wiggle underneath the gate. They don't have to wiggle underneath the sidebar. It's so much easier. And with the double layer handrail, I thought that was a brilliant addition. We've never fallen off, but there's always in the back of your mind that if we did have a sideways off and come out the side door, that they would perhaps have little crushed hands. But the new gate has got a double layer that they can put their hands on the inside rail, and the outside rail protects them in the unlikely event that we did have an off. It just added that sense of extra cocoon to them, which was amazing. And then the zip. Oh, hello. It was brilliant. Zip you down, step in, zip them back up again, and then throw everything in there. Because I was struggling on occasions to get PE kits, musical instruments, school bags. Everything needed to go on the front because we didn't have the cocoon before. But now we've got the zip cocoon. Everything is just chucked in at their feet. It keeps them warm, stops them from kicking each other. And yeah, absolute life changer for us. And that extra protection in the wet, I think I might have messaged the Estarlis Facebook page to say, thank goodness we had it on the way home from school one day. It was hideous. The puddles were thick, the traffic was close. Those kids sang all the way home because the cocoon protected them from splashes from the car, splashes from the bike. Their trousers were barely wet by the time they got home. Me, on the other hand, I was absolutely dripping, but I was up front. They cocooned them so much better than anything else we've ever had on that bike, so that they were dry, warm, and safe. So for me, as the kids get older, that one is an absolute lifesaver.
At home, we call it like the dignity zip, because quite often it's my wife getting in the back. When we do school runs in the morning, sometimes I'll go to one school, she'll go to the other, and we'll sort of converge on our way back. And I always give her a lift. And back in the day, getting an adult into the back, if the cocoon was on, was just a little bit messy. And especially in front of other kind of parents walking by or tooting their horns, we now sort of have this elegant procedure where I hop off, do the zip, and open the gate, and it's like her chariot. Well, look, lovely to talk to you about that. Thank you very much. And I hope some people take some credence from your lovely storytelling.